ready.
Will this be part of the blooper reel?
Probably.
I love the blooper reels.
You guys are bad. I'm going to do that to you guys one day.
Yeah, they're like,
memo.
get memo.
Memo. And Paola, because they're accomplice. And Cindy. All of you.
Hey, so we are here at Craftex, and we have our next guest is Amy from K&A Designs, and she is here to tell us all about her. This is, I don't know how many episodes that we've had with our podcast. This is the 4th, I believe, and we are so happy to have you here, Amy.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And this is something new that we're doing, of course.
Yes.
We just wanted to let you know that we appreciate your business and everything you do here at Craftex for Craftex.
Absolutely. Thank you. And you guys are like family, and y'all have been so helpful for me and my business from day one. So thank you so much.
Awesome. So that's one part of the questions that I have for you is how did you start from the beginning? Like, when was your first time that you installed a Christmas tree, or how did you start your business?
Sure. So I would say my first unofficial client was my grandmother. Since I was a little girl, she lived about 45 minutes away, but every year I would go up and help her put up her Christmas tree and all of her Christmas decor. And she had she had a Christmas village, so many beautiful just heirloom pieces that I loved helping her with. And that's how I developed my love for Christmas decor. And then in 2020, I was actually working in an outside sales position, and unfortunately got laid off due to COVID in March 2020. And so I had some time to really think about, okay, this is a good time to reset. What do I want to do with my life professionally? And I came across my now mentor, Antoinette Boston with AB's Holiday Decor on Instagram. I came across her page, and she had so many beautiful trees, and I was just so inspired that something that I love to do, I could turn into a business. And my good friend Kelly and she's the K in K&A Designs.
I was wondering that.
Yes. So she also was laid off from her position due to COVID, and I ran the idea by her, and she said, let's go for it. What do we have to lose? And I'm sure a lot of people thought we were crazy for starting a business in 2020. But it was such a blessing in disguise. So many people were home, obviously, and wanted to make Christmas extra special that year. So it turned out to be a great first season for us. And it's going to be our 4th year doing holiday decor. So
that's great.
Yes.
I think I remember you guys coming in and kind of scouting the place.
Yes.
With both of you that came in.
Yes. My sister's mother-in-law told me about you guys, and she was one of my first clients, and she's like, you've got to go check out Craftex. And we came, and we're just like, this is heaven. I feel like a kid in a candy store. Yeah.
That's what happens to a lot of people.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. So then that's the way your business started with. So are you guys business partners?
Yes. So in 2021, she went back to her job. She got hired back with her job in the airlines. And so I just kept it going. And her schedule, she's very busy and traveling a lot. But when she is in town during tree season, as we call it, she does help me with installs and things like that.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Well, the second question that I was going to ask, but you already kind of answered, because there's a lot of people that just do this type of work for fun. And there's a lot of people that want to do it, because I know that I always get people asking me, do you think this is a lucrative business? I mean, do you think can I make money out of this business? So that would be a question for you. Do you think that for the people out there that, that are part-time moms and they want a part-time job, or they want to go full time on something, and they love decorating and they love floral. They have a floral vision. They have a color vision. Do you think this is a good opportunity for those people that would want to make a business out of this?
Absolutely. And we started off just concentrating on the holiday decor side.
Mm-hmm.
But once you develop relationships with your clients, they come to you for any type of home decor needs. I've done interior decorating projects for clients that started off as holiday decor clients, make wreaths year round for them, decorate their homes for other holidays and things like that. So yeah, I think it's definitely a great segue from taking, I guess, what you consider like a seasonal decor business and translating it to a year-round opportunity, for sure.
That's true, and that's pretty much what we do here. You know,
Right.
we decorate our showroom. This showroom is Christmas, but then when you go over to the other showroom, it's all the seasons.
Right.
So that's what you do as well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's nice that you can get throughout the year. You do your Christmas, and then what do your kids say? Because I know that you have 2 kids.
Yes.
Tell us about them.
Yes. So my son Parker is actually here. He's not on camera. He is he's interning with me this summer. This is his first official job. He's helping me a lot on the social media side and with the manual labor and things like that. He had a huge project organizing all my ribbon a couple weeks ago.
Nice. and he's only almost turning 16 in August.
Yes.
Okay.
So just helping me with little things here and there over the summer, and especially with Christmas and July coming up, that's when we really start getting busy. So this is his first time here, but I'm really excited to share with him what I do, and hopefully my goal is this will be something that'll grow and I can pass down to both my kids if they're interested.
Yeah, your daughter is 10.
Yes, she's 10, and she's been here before too. She loves
I've seen
Craftex,
her.
and I hope I've passed on the love of holiday decor to my kids. They each have their own Christmas tree in their rooms every year. My daughter likes the
Madeline?
Yes, Madeline.
Okay.
She loves
Madeline.
like the land of sweets, so something similar to this in a smaller scale in her room.
Okay.
And then my son, we have a Harry Potter tree in his room. That's pretty cool.
There's a lot of kids that do that. So that's another thing. So do you see that people, your customers, they give you their themes, or do you select the themes for them?
Sure. So I always ask my clients, is there a specific theme you're interested or color scheme? If they don't have any ideas, I'll send them or show them like my portfolio of work to give them inspiration. I'll go to their homes. A lot of clients like to decorate based on the colors they already have in their home.
Okay.
And some like to go in a completely different direction. So my goal is always to bring to vision what they like and make it customized to them and their families.
And that's the best way to have like great customer service.
Absolutely.
Okay. Have you ever done anything that a design of something and then your customer was not happy or extremely happy?
Luckily, no instances of not happy.
That's good.
But my favorite part of this job is when I'm finished and I'll text them like, I'm finished, and they walk in the room and I see their face light up when they see their tree and their garland, and just being able to bring joy to other people through what I do is pretty awesome and rewarding. Yeah.
I think that's the best rewarding time for, I think, all designers.
Right.
Like for us, you know, when a customer orders something, whether it be a tree itself or garlands or arrangements or anything like that, when you see the expression on their face,
it just melts your heart.
And
you're like, this is why I do what I do. And I love what I do.
Yeah. And then whenever you're kind of burned out or something, what do you do? Like, because it could be a lot.
Yes.
It could be a lot. So how do you juggle your family life and the tree decorating, because you're out there for the entire day?
Right.
And how do you juggle that family and this kind of job?
Yes, it's a lot. And luckily, you know, being an entrepreneur, I'm able to make my own schedule. So I do my best to schedule clients when my kids are in school, so that I can be there for pickup and after school activities, but that doesn't always happen. So I'm very blessed to have my parents, especially my mom.
Oh, that's an awesome thing.
She's incredible. She is there for me whenever I need her during tree season. She knows.
That's perfect.
Yes.
It's hard to find someone to take care of your children.
It is. And I know Thanksgiving, I always take Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of Thanksgiving week off. That's kind of like my rebooting time to finish out the season.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
That's great.
I say that every year, and I always end up working either the Wednesday or Friday before Thanksgiving, but I go in with the intention of taking 3 days off.
You always have that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, you kind of have
rest and recover so you can get through the end of season.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
You do have to take some time off sometimes to kind of chill down a little bit. And that, how do you get your creative juices? Like what inspires you?
I would say designers like you guys
Okay,
and coming
thank
in
you.
here and seeing all the amazing things that you create, that inspires me. Going to market in Dallas and seeing all the trends and things like that coming out. And just basically whatever my client is looking for. I love, I have one client, we did it was a chocolate, navy blue, and fuchsia tree. Those colors, they just worked together when I was inspired by her area rug in her living room.
Okay.
So inspired by other interior designers and colors and textures. I could find a ribbon in here and base a whole tree around it. So it's just kind of whatever catches my eye and whatever my client's looking for.
Okay, well, that's nice. Yes, of course. Has there been any client that picked a color, besides that color combination, and then you inside, you're like, I don't know how that's going to work?
Right. Yes. I remember it was the end of the season. It was I want to say end of November, and I got a last minute client and I was so tired. And I remember Rocky was here and she wanted metallics with white. And I was like, okay, do we do champagne, silver, and white? Do we do rose gold, white? And I just put a bunch of stuff in the cart. And I was like, Rocky, does this make sense? And he was like, yes. So I was like, okay, good. So I would say, I guess, I try to do all my shopping and planning ahead of time, but it's more challenging towards the end of the season. Yeah.
Especially if it's a last minute customer,
Yes.
client that somebody refer you, or you didn't
Which
know.
I appreciate, but
Yes.
yes.
But that's the best thing about Craftex here, that we have everything.
Yes.
And even if it's at the last minute, there's everything.
That's why I always come to you guys, because if it's something very, not obscure, but I don't know, teal. If someone wants teal, I know you guys will have it. The big box stores will not have specific colors or ribbons or things. If it's something that's not on trend for that year or traditional, I know I can always count on you guys to have it.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yes.
No, that's good.
Yes.
Do you find any specific color that is going to be trendy for you this year?
I want to say most of my clients prefer metallics, the champagnes, the silvers, the platinums, traditional gold, red and green is always really popular. But I noticed at market a lot more bold colors like oranges and purples and just really bright, vibrant jewel tones are going to be really popular this year, which is exciting.
Yeah.
I always love something different. So I will never turn down a client if the color scheme or the theme is different. I love a challenge and coming up with something new, because that's when my creative juices go really
go
start
wild.
going. Yes. I'm like, yes,
They're like,
something
yes.
different. Yes.
A challenge.
Yes.
I love this.
Yeah.
I guess I can say that about me as well. I love the bold colors, I love the hot pinks.
Yes.
I love everything pink.
Yes.
And
Me
then you go into trends like, oh, pink and green. Wow. That's something different.
Right.
That's awesome. So then how do you approach your new clients? How do you get new clients? So this year or last year you had, let's say, I think I remember you saying you had installed 70 trees.
Yes. Almost 70.
Wow.
Yes. Not including, I have 4 trees in my own house.
So not including those.
Right.
So you decorated 70 trees.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes.
So when do you start?
So
what month? What
yes,
day?
So I try to start like end of October,
Mm-hmm.
and some people that's too early for them, and some people I can't come soon enough to their homes. They want their tree up for the last like couple months of the year. So I'll go through like mid to late October through. I normally stop like December 13th, 14th.
That's kind of late,
yes,
though, right?
Yes, but I always have last minute people that need help, and I have a hard time saying no for people that need, because Christmas is such a special time. They'll tell me, oh, I have family that decided to come in town last minute, or we decided to have Christmas last minute at our house and we want to make it special. So
That's true.
So I'm able to enjoy at least the last almost 2 weeks of the holiday season with my family and get my house ready. So
is that true, Parker? Parker says yes.
Yes. He's like, my mom is covered in glitter from October through New Year in our cars.
I know. I always tell my kids, I don't know how the glitter gets into the pots and pans. I don't cook through that month.
Everywhere. I know.
Everywhere.
And I keep all of our Christmas inventory upstairs in my workroom, but it manages to get everywhere, all over the house.
It happens.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. The glitter gets everywhere for sure. And it takes about a half a year and then you start all over again. So it's never gone.
Right. I know. And I do takedowns too after the holidays. So normally you would think, oh, get your house and car detailed after Christmas. I'm like, no, I still have like another month of takedown. So there's no point because
I'll
just be covered in glitter again.
So do you incorporate your cost of the installation together with your takedowns, or that's completely separate?
It's completely
for your
separate.
clients?
I always ask if they want to book that ahead of time or on the day of the install if they'd like it, and I'll reach out after the holidays as well. So that's a separate service that I do offer my clients.
That's great.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll say no, but after Christmas, they realize how tired they are. And that's like the least fun part about Christmas is having to take all your decor down.
That's
so,
work.
Yes, it is. It's not fun.
It's not fun
Not at
anymore, 'cause
all. Yes.
I got to take it down and organize it. But do you organize it to where by color, by room? How do you organize it?
Yes, I'll organize it by tree, and I'll organize it by like type of ornament or like big attachment pieces, the ribbon. I'll roll up nicely because when you invest in good ribbon, it can last you a really long time.
That's very, very true.
I was showing Parker some of my ribbon when he was organizing it, and I was like, guess how much this ribbon costs? And he was shocked. But I mean, it'll last you forever if you take care of it. And I prefer to do takedown for my clients, especially if I know I'm decorating for them the following year, because I know where everything is, and I know everything's bubble wrapped and put away carefully, and it just makes my life easier. And my client can trust that their decor will last a really long time.
Absolutely.
We take good care of
I have
all
clients,
of the Christmas pretties. Yes.
I have clients that they have their ribbons for 15 years, 16 years.
Right.
This ribbon lasts a long, long time if you really take care of it.
Absolutely.
That's very true. And I saw somewhere where you said that you love going to the Nutcracker show, like with your father, your dad.
Yes. So this past December, my sister and I, we got his Christmas gift was tickets to go see the Nutcracker. And growing up, my mom and my dad took my younger sister and I almost every year. And we have a family friend that is in the orchestra. So we would get to go down to the pit and see him. And it's just such a magical experience. I love those types of Christmas traditions during the holiday season. And we got to take my daughter this past year, and she loved it. And she's an aspiring dancer, ballerina. So it was really cool.
So she's going to want her tree to be ballerina this year, probably?
Maybe.
Or Nutcracker?
Or Nutcracker, yes.
That right away, right?
Yes, they had ornaments. So I got her a sugar plum fairy ornament. So we can add that to her tree.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes.
So then what would you say for those customers out there, those people that are out there right now that would like to start a business just like yours? What would you tell them? How would they start? What would you tell them as a good, let's say something good that you want to tell them?
Right. I would say utilizing social media. It's still the biggest piece of my business that helps bring in new clients.
You have
social
a lot
media.
of followers.
Yes, it wasn't always that way. When I first started working with you guys, I had like less than 6,000 followers on Instagram, and it's just exploded.
Skyrocketed.
Yes. So, and it's free to create social media accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And that's why I'm glad I have my intern, Parker, who will be helping me with that this summer. It's a lot. But it's just a good free resource for you. And get a mentor. I know Zella L, when she was here the other day, she said mentorship is so important. And I was very blessed having an amazing mentor with Antoinette Boston with AB's Holiday Decor.
Antoinette. I know
She's
Antoinette
incredible.
Personally, actually.
Yes.
My daughter started working part-time with her.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Just maybe in a few occasions. All of my kids they love decorating.
Right.
They just love the decorating. One of them comes to Craftex once a year for the holiday and she just like, Mom, can I work here? I love this place. Mom, can I do this? And then my coworkers, they're like, she's like a little mini you, Tina, because she'll come around and she helps people. She's like, oh no, I don't know where it is, but let me find out.
That's awesome. Excellent customer service skills.
Excellent customer
Very
service.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, we had a flower shop. When I had a flower shop for 12 years since my kids were little. Wow. So they worked at the flower shop.
So they grew up in this business.
Yeah. So I know that Parker is going, and Madeline is going also to enjoy. First, they're going to tell you, I hate this, Mom. I don't like this.
I know.
But for people that have growing kids, I think it's important to have them help you.
Right.
I know that a lot of people don't want their kids to help or be around because yes, you want them to go to school. You want them to be successful, but you also want them to learn a little bit of what you do so that they understand of what Mom is doing.
Right. Right. And why Mom's gone long hours for
the
last part of the year. I mean, that's harder on my daughter. She's younger, but she is getting older and understands. And like, I'll have Parker, my daughter, help me wire ornaments for my clients. And we'll put on a Christmas movie and wire ornaments and things like that.
Do you pay them?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So she said it on here.
Yes, it's a paid internship. Yes.
She said it here, so that's good.
Yes.
So it is your business. So then, and how does your schedule throughout the year looks like? After Christmas, after takedown, what do you do the rest of the year?
Right. So I would say I'm done with takedowns mid to end of February. And then March is kind of my cool down rest period. Let's get everything organized from the mess and chaos of Christmas. And then I start planning out the rest of my year. I start taking custom orders for spring wreaths, floral arrangements. I start planning what classes I'm going to start teaching for the summer.
That's right. You also do wreaths and stuff like that. I always forget, that Christmas trees, there's also wreaths, there's also garlands, there's also, there's a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot that is going to take to decorate a home.
Right.
What's your favorite part to do? Like Christmas trees, garlands, wreaths? What is it? What is your favorite thing to decorate?
I love trees, but I started out doing wreaths.
Yes.
I had a wreath business. I started in 2015, and it was after my grandfather, he had to move to an assisted living center, and I was helping him move into his apartment, and I noticed a lot of people had wreaths on their front doors, and one of the nurses was telling me that the wreaths were there not just for decor purposes. It was to help some of the residents be able to remember where their apartment was.
That's right.
Yes.
I heard that.
And I was like, my grandpa needs a wreath. I'd never made one before. And he was a lifelong Houston Texans fan.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm going to make him a Texans wreath.
Yeah.
And so I found a YouTube video and made him a little simple ribbon wreath with a Houston Texans little centerpiece on it, and he loved it. So I posted a picture of it on Facebook. I'm like, hey, look what I did, because I did not consider myself a crafty person whatsoever. And then people started messaging me like, hey, can you make one for me? I'm like, okay, so why not? Let's see.
True.
Yes.
So yeah, and like you said, finding a mentor will be best. Just because several things, of course, but the most important thing is to price things well, price your
Absolutely.
services well.
Yes.
You do need to make sure that that's ahead also, because you're a professional.
Absolutely.
And
it's a luxury service.
It is.
Yes.
it
And
is.
don't be afraid to price yourself as such.
Right. So then what would you tell those people out there as well for pricing? How do you get around that?
Well, I would take the amount of experience you have and figure out an hourly amount. How much do you think you should make an hour? People price things differently. I price, installs by the height of the tree.
Correct.
And I also, if I'm shopping for you, there's a shopping and styling fee that goes along with that. There's so many different factors. Some designers, they charge hourly, like how they know off the top of their head, I know it's going to take me X amount of hours to decorate this tree. So this is my pricing.
Correct.
So there's so many different factors. And luckily I had Antoinette who was able to help me figure out my pricing based on my skill set.
That's great.
Her first piece of advice was go to any store that's selling holiday decor, pick out a theme and decorate your tree and take pictures of it and post it.
There you go.
And I was able to show her my capabilities, my work, and she was able to tell me, okay, this is probably what you should be charging. And she always reminds me to go up a little bit every year because you deserve a raise every year.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. So that's good. That's for people out there that are wanting to start that business, for the people that, they just do it for fun.
Right.
It's not free.
Right.
Even if it's family and friends, you still have to charge.
Yes, absolutely. For sure. And don't be afraid to hear the word no. This service isn't for everybody. It is a luxury service. It does have a dollar amount to it. So don't be afraid if you hear no. You are charging make sure to charge what you are worth. And don't be afraid of that number.
Okay, so don't second guess yourself.
Right.
I mean, that's
Right.
your price. That's your
Yes.
price.
Yes.
So if the people are going to say, the customer is going to say, oh, no, that's too much. Well, that's not your customer.
Exactly. And you don't have to do everything all in 1 year for a client if they're on a budget. Let's say they want to decorate their tree, garland for their fireplace, wreath, centerpiece. I kind of break down the cost for them. And I'm like, we don't have to do it all at once. We can add on every year. That's the beauty of having high quality, like holiday decor, is it lasts, so you can add on. So that's another
Very good
option.
That's very smart of your part to do that. That way you keep your client interested and there, because they know that the first thing that you did is their tree.
Right.
And then most of the time when you come recommended from your friend, from your neighbor, from it's so nice. So
Right.
how do you get new clients?
I would say half are referrals and the other half are from social media.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Organically, or do you pay ads to become more accessible?
I would say the first 2 years I paid for ads.
Yeah.
But now I don't have to do that,
Nice.
which is really nice. I still run ads for the different Christmas tree decorating workshops and things that I do throughout the year, my wreath workshops and things like that. But I've been
That's nice.
blessed to.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
So social media is big. I mean, look at what
Huge.
we're doing right now.
Yes.
And I know that, so this podcast is going to be for on our Facebook and all that. And of course, I don't know, you can always share it on your posts,
Yes.
on your social media and all that. And I know Parker is taking some videos and pictures for your
For our content.
Yes, of course. But it is a lot of work.
It is. It's a whole new beast of its own with the
Thank
business.
you.
Yes.
So any last minute or last thing that you would like to share with our viewers?
Sure.
Viewers.
Well, I just want to thank you guys again for having me. We have such a great relationship.
Thank you.
And I love shopping for my clients here. And I want to make sure everybody comes to the Christmas Showroom Open House on Saturday, June 29th. I'll be here, I think, 1:30 doing a demonstration.
That's true. You're going to be here, and each presenter is going to have about 30 minutes
Yes.
to do their magic. So I know it's going to be kind of tight.
I'm excited though. There's so
yes.
many amazing designers that I can't wait to meet. I know
can't
Fair Silk is
wait.
going to be
Yes,
here. Oh,
I know.
Fair
That's
Silk
our
is
favorite.
everything.
That's our favorite ribbon.
Yes. So come see me. And if you see me when you're shopping here, don't be afraid to say hi.
Awesome.
You know, like I know
awesome.
I'm like in shopping mode, but if you have a question, I can tell you probably where it is.
Yes.
Or I have people ask me for help picking out stuff when I'm here.
I see
so,
you sometimes, like helping somebody.
I feel like I'm like an honorary Craftex employee. I'm like, I will help you too.
I'm an employee, but not an employee. I don't get paid for this, but I can help you.
Yes, I know where everything is. Well, I mean,
Yes.
the Christmas showroom now is looking so beautiful. I
Thank
got to
you.
familiarize myself with where everything is.
So there's a
but-
lot of changes that has
Yes.
happened through the beginning of the year since the end of Christmas
Right.
time. There's been a lot of changes for the best.
Yes.
You're going to find that everything is so much easier to find. To navigate over to the back with the ornaments and all that, it's going to be a
Awesome.
lot easier.
Very
I
cool.
mean, our crew, everybody has been doing such an amazing job with organizing everything and just putting together teams and stuff that
Right.
the supervisors, the managers, and everybody have been so great in
Right.
doing all of that. And we're very, very happy to have you and everybody else that comes in here as a presenter that day, but as a shopper as well. We
Right.
are just so proud of our product.
Yes, and I will be shopping after my presentation.
Yes, because we're getting
Yes.
everybody's getting 25% off.
Yes, I'm excited. I
that
already have
day.
new clients to shop for, so I'm really
Awesome.
excited about
So you have
that.
a list already.
Yes, yes.
That's good.
I'm
That's
excited.
good. Well, thank you so much for joining our
Absolutely.
podcast
Yes.
here.
And would you mind if I plugged? I have 2 Christmas tree decorating workshops
Okay.
coming up, if that's okay. They're virtual, so they're in a private Facebook group. And if you go to my Instagram, it's the letter K, the word A-N-D, the letter A, TX, oh, I'm sorry, Designs TX. So K and A Designs TX. There will be a link where you can purchase tickets. I'm doing
Awesome.
a glam Christmas tree decorating workshop, and then I'm also doing a whimsical. So I'm trying to customize them more towards what kind of style Christmas
Yes.
decor you like. But both are in July. You don't have to be present if those dates don't work for you, because the tutorial, you'll have unlimited replay for those
Oh,
tutorials.
that's great.
So
That's great.
hope to teach my tips and tricks to
Awesome.
some fellow
Thank you.
Christmasers. Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Amy.
you.
Thank you. You have a wonderful
Absolutely.
day.
You too.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.